Hi there, it's Nathan at FlippinOut Slingshots. I want to share with you guys today a little bit more information about my new design, the Hare Splitter. So I've been working on this design for several months now, and it's not quite where I want it, but it's getting close. And the Hare Splitter is an inline design. Contrary to our traditional slingshot, which is simply a slingshot straight up and down, which requires you to break your wrist to draw it. The Hare Splitter, just opposite. It's a straight line, it's a straight wrist slingshot. So here's some newer iterations of it. We can see here the big difference. These forks are upright, and these forks are upright, but we can see the handle's on a completely different plane. And what this does is it moves the forces generated by the bands more in line with the skeletal structure of the body, rather than having to depend on the muscles and the ligature of the wrist as we draw. So we can see with this one here, when we hold the frame up and the forks are parallel to our body in the upright position, the wrist is straight. Makes a big difference. Reason being is that all the forces generated by the bands are coming through the skeleton. It's not depending on the support of the muscles and the ligaments and tendons in the wrist. Another thing that I find to be very, very important about this particular design is the way it enhances our natural pointing ability. By keeping our wrist straight, we're keeping our hand in line with the bands, and we all have this ability to point at something and be pretty much dead on. So it brings us much more in line, and it makes much for a more intuitive shot. So those two things combined really make this a revolutionary style slingshot. Really easy to shoot. It handles heavier bands a lot easier, and it shoots very accurately. So hence I call it the Hare Splitter. It's a great target shooter for splitting hairs, and it's also a great hunting slingshot because you can handle strong bands, and it really takes advantage of natural pointing ability. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of the Hare Splitter from FlippinOut Slingshots. We've got this design. This is where we're moving towards right now. It is evolving. This is a really exciting design that I'm working on, and I do have a provisional patent for this design. So I'm going to spend a lot of time really making this one right. Be on the lookout for it, and thanks for taking a look. Alright, going to take a few shots here with another one of the prototype Hare Splitters, and I just want to demonstrate, let you see in action how this thing works, how we really are able to shoot right over the top of the hand, take advantage of our own natural pointing ability. I'm shooting at about 12 meters at dinner size spoons, just spoons you eat with. I've got them set up as spinner targets, but shooting 3/8 steel into some lightweight target bands. Let's take a look. Alright, pay special attention to how straight the wrist is, and kind of point back towards the camera here. Let you see how we've got some really great alignment here. So this works really well for a gangster style or side shooting. Works exceptionally well. I do have one of these set up in a through the fork configuration. I do like an over the top right now, but let's take a few more shots. Alright, we can see that this works really well. This combination of getting the plane of the slingshot, changing it up from the straight up and down to this configuration. Puts the hand in line, just with our natural pointing ability. That translates into very intuitive shooting. So for the intuitive shooter, this really helps. And for the aimer, it's a great combination as well because it helps line up everything and reduces strain on the wrist, so you can shoot longer with a lot more consistency. Hare Splitter from FlippinOut Slingshots. Thanks for looking.